So actually start on your backs in Supta Baddha Konasana, or the soles of the feet can be as wide as the mat for those with bad backs. So either make a little butterfly with your legs or the feet to the width of the mat and your knees knock in. Take a full deep breath in. And on your exhale breath out, let your whole body, but more importantly, your mind drop. It's really hard. If I were you, I'd throw the phone into the bushes. Yeah. Throw the watch into the pool and just let yourself be present. It's only 60 minutes of your time, so you might as well make it worthwhile. Start to connect. Feel your lower back spread. Feel your inner thighs drop open. Feel your neck and your shoulders melt into the mat. Good. Blink your eyes open. Take your feet to their hips width distance apart, okay? Keep your left leg bent, just the way it is, and hug your right knee in towards your navel. Just give it a squeeze. Extend your left leg forward if this feels good for you, and flex your left calf pretty strongly as you hug your right knee in. Good. Keep the right leg drawing towards you. Lift your chest up, but keep your neck neutral. Reach your arms alongside your body. It's like a Pilates roll up, but you're not cranking your neck. Your lower back spreads. Look towards the sky. Float your left calf if you feel you have the energy. Draw forward. Keep the breath flowing. Lift a little higher. Extend your right leg up towards the sky. Pause. So it's like a scissoring of your legs. You're not cranking your neck. You're lifting deep within your core muscles. You can always slide your hands behind your head if it's too much. Lift a little higher. Good. Lower the right leg to meet the left, and you could lift the legs up at an angle if it's too intense. Lower the right leg down, hug the left knee in, give it a squeeze. You could start with the right leg bent if that feels better for your low back. You can always do it that way, or you can slide the right leg forward. Hug the left knee in, squeeze it tight. Good. Keep the left leg where it is. Lift the shoulders and the chest up to enough, just enough that you can slide your arms forward. Pause here. The lift comes with deep within your core muscles. Float the right calf if you feel like you have it in you. You could also just keep the calf down. No one cares. Hold. Hands can always go behind the head if it's too much. Scoop up the belly, lift a little more. Extend the left leg up. It can have a bend. There's a scissoring of your inner thighs. The breath is flowing. You're not getting angry. You're just being patient. Lift the right leg up to meet the left. Good. Keep the lift of the shoulders. Hold. So you're straight up and down with your legs, straight towards the sky. There you go. Hands can be behind your head or arms can be reaching forward. You pick. The eyes of the shoulders are lifting. The lower back is spreading. The belly's drawing deep. Hug the knees in, squeeze them tight, rock and roll. Get some momentum. Cross the ankles, step to a little, let's go to a little tabletop. Yeah. Curl the toes into the mat. It's helpful. We already got clothes coming off. There we go. Inhale, sink the spine down and look forward. Exhale, round the spine deeply and look in. Sink the spine down and look forward. Just connect to your breath, your movement. Round the spine deeply, look in. Again, sink the spine down and look forward. Exhale, round and hollow, look in. Come to a flat back tabletop position. Start to lift the knees about an inch from the ground and pause. So just hover the knees. Yeah. Plug down through your thumb, your index finger, baby finger. Good. And then slowly start to lift up and back to a down dog. Yeah. Take up a lot of space. Yeah, you can keep your knees really bent if you want. Spread your toes wide. So pump out the legs for me, guys. So move your right leg and then lengthen your left leg. Yeah. And then do the other side. So just kind of walk in place. And then find stillness. If you feel like all the weight is dumping down, breathe your hips super high up off your shoulders this morning and let your head just go. Let it just fall. Plug down with your thumb, your index finger, your baby finger. Relax the jaw, relax the face. Start to find a drishti point. Roll forward plank. Strong line of energy, plank position. Fix your eyes on one spot. Front edge of the mat is a good one. Lengthen the tailbone. Plug the navel to the back of the spine. Firm your hands into the mat. Stay with it. So a lot of good energy running from your heels to the crown of the head and the crown of the head to your heels. Bring more weight forward. Still in plank. Hips up and back, down dog. Roll forward plank position. So let's actually do this, guys. Drop your knees behind you. They're on an angle. And I like keeping the toes curled into the mat. Lower halfway. So Irma, bring your weight all the way forward, like more forward towards Lauren. She's right in front of you. So when you come forward for the supported push-up, your weight comes forward and then you lower halfway. Then you re-straighten your arms to supported plank. Good. So draw your belly in, lower halfway, supported push-up. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. Good. Halfway to a push-up, do less if it's too intense. Straighten your arms, supported plank. So I got all morning. Halfway, chaturanga. Straighten your arms and press back up. 3 more. Halfway, supported push-up. Again, straighten. Slower is better. 2 more. I don't know how to count. Halfway, push-up. Re-straighten. 1 more for good luck. Halfway to a push-up. Re-straighten your arms to supported plank. Lift your knees. Down dog. Deliberate, smooth movements. Walk your hands up to your feet. Take your time doing it. Your hands to the back of your feet. That's what I meant. To the back of your mat. Yeah. All the way back. Perfect. So you're at the back of your mat, guys. Long spine. Weight is forward or hands can clip to the front of your shins. This is good to know. And then exhale, fold. So do that again. Inhale, long spine. Prepare. Weight stays forward. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, long spine. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then fold a little deeper and grab behind your calves and melt yourself in half. Yeah. Lauren, bring your feet a little closer together. Yeah. Irma, bring your feet a little wider apart. A little wider. A little bit. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you're trying to kind of wrap your elbows behind your calves and then lift your hips way, way up. Let your head just fall way, way down. Unleash your hands. Take the hands back down. Now, a lot of attention to your feet and your legs. Start to creep out slow to a down dog. And you'll notice your heels want to pop up off the ground. So just move nice and slow and arrive back down dog. Then roll forward plank. You got it. Lead with your heart and chest. Halfway to a push-up, chaturanga. This time, up dog or baby cobra. I don't know how your body feels. Right. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step your feet there. This morning, arrive safe. Long spine weight is forward. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. You could practice with your feet a little separated or together, you pick. Arms slide straight up, look up. Dive over, bend knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine sets you up, step to plank. Halfway to your push-up. Yeah, kill them. If it's one of those, oh, now it's gone. Up dog opens you. Hips up and back, down dog. Outdoor yoga comes with bugs. Those lightning bugs need to be killed. Lantern bugs, whatever they are. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat, get there light. Long spine weight is forward. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Here we go. Arms slide straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. There you go. Long spine to prepare. Step to plank. Halfway to your push-up. Adding or subtracting any of this stuff works. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Each one starts to get a little better, hopefully. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat, get there light. Long spine weight is forward, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Just like that again, arms slide straight up, go big. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets you up. Step, float light. Switch chaturanga push-up if that's where you're going. Or take it out. Up dog opens you. Hips up and back, down dog. Feel your outer triceps grip in. Plug down with your hands. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine. Fold into yourself. Root to rise. Come all the way up. You guys look really excited. Hands to prayer at heart. Drop your arms. Again, arms straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog pulls you through. Hips up and back, down dog. If you get hit with a little acorn, I think it's good luck. Let's do one more. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine when you arrive. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms slide up, look up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets you up, step to plank, or hop light to your push-up. Up dog is smooth, press even through your hands, the tops of the feet. Hips up and back, down dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Keep your pelvis neutral. Press even. Let your head go. Point your right toes and hug your right knee in, but round your spine today. So come forward to a plank and round your spine with your knee to your forehead. That's good, Erica. Extend it up and back, three-legged down dog, and flex your foot. Point your toe, come forward, round it in, like a little ball with yourself. Round, 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 round. Extend it up and back, three-legged down dog. One more, hug the knee in, scoop up the belly, round, round, round. Keep everything in like a tight ball, just look forward with your eyes. Step the right foot forward and through. Good, drop the back knee on an angle if this is okay for you. Your back leg is on an angle, your toes stay curled in. Use a block if you have one, place it to the instep of the foot, any angle, okay? Palm's gonna go down. This is your left palm down, your right arm will peel back. Yeah. So your palm is open, perfect, towards the screen. Grip the right hip in, look sideways, start to look back. And play with this block. Like if you feel like you need it to be higher today or more forward, do that. If it needs to be lower, drop it lower. Breathe the chest open. Two more. Good. Look to the floor, right hand down. Integrate your back leg and come into a low lunge. I don't want the speaker to be like right in the computer and they might not be able to hear me. You guys can hear me okay? Okay. Come to your fingertips and then rise crescent. Been taking crescent with my back knee a little bent, so you can play with that. Yeah. Hip points need to move forward. This is where the balance gets us. Right. Energetically reach up. Grip the right hip in. All sorts of stuff is like moving through your body and your mind. So if you're used to going, the moments that we're still sometimes can be annoying. That's the point. Breathe, guys. Don't run away from the sensation of just holding a pose, keeping it basic. Hands come down to claw the mat, and you're going to let your left leg pop up only hip height and fold as much as you can. You're going to have to bend your right leg a little bit. Yes, use blocks, Mare. Perfect. Soften the shoulders. Nice, Amy. Draw your navel closer to the front of your thigh. Make a connection. Okay, long spine. Create some space. Turn the back foot enough that you can land back, warrior one. Yeah, warrior one. Steer the entire left side of your body forward. If lower back is sensitive or mine, you could pitch forward a little like this. If not, straight up and down in your body. You pick. Hands to frame your front foot. Plank position. Either hold plank or hold a push-up, you pick. Re-straighten your arms, plank position. Hips up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog, pause. Try not to open the hip. Keep everything very neutral, squared off. Okay, all I want you to do is point your left toes. Then come forward, round your spine and hug in. So see if you can get your knee and your forehead to touch. Arms are straight. Press up and back, three-legged down dog. Press and flex the foot. Point the toes and do it again. Round forward. You got it. Like a little ball with yourself, guys. Extend the leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Slower is more efficient. Point the toe, come forward, round into yourself and hold. Keep the hugging in action. Just look forward with your eyes. Pause. Step the left foot forward and through. Drop the back knee on an angle. Reach for your block. Place your hand on it somewhere underneath the shoulder. That works for you. A height that works for you. Left arm peels back. So keep the back knee down for this one, guys. Yeah. Grip the left hip in. Spin the heart and the chest open. And rather than having the arm up straight up towards the sky, have it reaching back. Left hand down, move the block forward, integrate the back right leg, grip the left hip in, rise, crescent lunge. Soften behind the right knee if you need to. High on the ball of the back foot, yeah. Hip points steer forward, side ribs lift, fix your eyes. Zip it up. Claw the mat with your hands and let your right leg pop up only hip height as you drape your torso over the front of your left thigh. Soften the shoulders. You got it. See if you can bend your left leg, Maria, more. Let your head go, relax your jaw, relax your face. Come to the fingertips, long spine, create that space, and then take a giant step back, warrior one. So when you arrive in warrior one, you got to find your positioning. Steer the right side forward, integrate the back leg, and then you may need to pitch forward a little. So Irma, this time your back foot's on a strong angle. Perfect. Take it to the floor, move through a vinyasa or right to a dog. Good work. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Look where you want to go, step or float, top of mat. Get there light. Long spine, weight is forward. Fold into yourself. Sit into chair. I know you're super excited. Love chair pose. Hate chair pose. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. From the top, here we go. Arms slide straight up. Sit heavy in your heels, chair. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, head goes. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog opens you or cobra. Hips up and back, down dog. You just remind yourself, Mara, to bring the hands back. Right foot forward, back foot turns, rise, warrior one. Good. Hands back down through a vinyasa. Up dog, smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns. Turn that back foot strong, guys. Rise. Hands back down through a vinyasa. Up dog opens you. Hips up and back, down dog. Looking good, Zoomers. All right, here we go. Look where we want to go. Step or float, top of mat, get there light. Long spine weight is forward. Fold into yourself. Heavy in your heels for chair. You can have your feet hips width. Makes it a little better, tiny bit. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Here we go. Arms slide straight up. Heavy in your heels for chair. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets it up, step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Keep it going, ladies. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Rise on your breath, warrior one. Back down we go through a vinyasa of your choice. Left foot forward on your breath, on your beat, warrior one. Back down we go through a vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Be patient, be still in your dog. Arms stay straight, look where you want to go. Step, float, skip, get to the top, light. Long spine, prepare, fold. Heavy in your heels, chair, stick your butt way back. See, we're getting warm. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. It's like the perfect temp. Arms slide straight up, heavy in your heels, sit deep, chair pose. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine sets you up, step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Rise on your breath, warrior one. Hands back down. We got some serious yoga going on here. Up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns. Rise. Back down we go through a vinyasa. Upward facing. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's bring the feet together and lean on the right hand for a Vashisthasana side plank. You can stagger the feet. Drop the knee, drop your forearm, anything goes. Good. See if you can look sideways or potentially look up. Stay with it. Plank position. Slow, slow, slow. Lean on your left hand, Vashisthasana side plank. I'd like to bring the hand out like an inch and then stagger the feet, but that's just personal. Yes, find what works. Irma, take your front foot in front of you. Yes. Now you're in biz. From your bottom hip through your top hip, you lift. Stay with it. Flow, plank position. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog, smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, smack in between your hands. Let's rise, warrior two. Yeah, you made it. Warrior two. Wrap your inner right thigh open and breathe your collarbone super open. He's coming to the area. Yes, he is. We got to go. Dave Matthews. Settle in, guys. Lengthen your tailbone and find some stillness and some power in your body, your breath, your mind to just hold the pose. So the feeling that it gets challenging and hard, you want to run away from it, stay a little longer because you can. Nice. Stay with it. 3 more breaths. Straighten your right leg on track, okay? Scoot your left foot in about 2 inches, and then you're going to pivot to a triangle pose. Hand anywhere on your shin. So, Laura, go towards me. Your right foot is forward, and your left arm extends up. A block if you need it. You want to feel like you can hook your right hip kind of under you. The sensation of leaning back a little bit. Yeah. A soft bend behind your front leg is what we're looking for. Stay in it a little longer. You can add a half bind this morning. Your hand can just come to your hip. Yes. Open heart, open chest. Just do it with one arm so you can really get that shoulder to open. Perfect. There's a lift from your right hip to your right armpit. Good. Look down. You're going to float up to Ardha Chandrasana with the half bind. Use a block out in front of you. Yeah. If you don't like the bind, then dump it. Your hand can also just come to your hip. That's fine, Maria. Lift from your inner left thigh. Spark up your toes. Grip your right hip in strong. Add in the bind if you want. Your hand's already bound. It's going to be a lot easier. So you can bend the leg in half and reach for the ankle. The kick goes behind you. Nice. Stay with it, guys. A little lighter with that bottom hand. Yes. It's good news when you fall because you know you challenge your balance. Nice stuff. Regular half moon, guys, you kind of want to unleash yourself first and then visualize warrior two and then step back into it. Sometimes it's better when you think about it and then you land back. Warrior two. Warrior two. Wrap your inner right thigh open. Spread your collarbone and chest. It should feel better than a few minutes ago, right? So much better. Flip the palm. Reverse the warrior. Side body opening. Take your right hand to the instep of your right foot. I always use a block here just because my hip's tight. Place it to the inside, and I actually fist my hand because it gives me a little like distance. And then the left arm extends up, and then you can wrap into the half bind. The left hand behind your back, any amount. You got it, Steph. That's perfect. Reach for the inner thigh if you have the range of motion, and then lean back a little bit. You're doing great, Irma. Yes, you're doing just fine. Lean back and look up to the beautiful sky. Or close your eyes if the sun's in your eyes. Grip your right hip in super strong, ladies. Turn your bottom ribs and really open up your heart and your chest. Three more breaths. Don't struggle. Enjoy the challenge. Warrior 2, pull it up. Woohoo! Vinyasa. Chaturanga push-up, take it out if you're not into it. Add 7 more if you're all jacked up on coffee. I didn't even get to finish my freaking coffee. Up dog, and then hips up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns, rise on your breath. Warrior 2. So we got to work it on the left side. Turn your inner thigh open, spread your collarbone. Turn your right toes, Steph, towards me a little. Your right toes, yeah. You don't want to feel like, it sounds weird, you don't want to feel like you're clenching. You want to lengthen. The best way I could describe it. Maria, turn your back toes a little more in. Yeah. And then close your eyes and hang here. Breathe yourself open. Feel your body and the strength that it's creating just holding this. Last little bit, try not to clench. Try to enjoy the challenge. Keep your arms really open. Straighten your left leg on track. Everybody step your back foot in about 2 inches. You may need more. Reach out, land your left hand or your hand to a block, triangle pose. Block to the outside of the calf is useful. Spread your collarbone in your chest. Lean back a little bit. Add in the half bind or just hand to hip if it feels good. Look over the right shoulder, crown of the head moves forward. Keep hugging that left hip in. Good. Keep all that. Keep your mind as still as possible and float up to half moon with the bind or without the bind. Yeah, use the block on a high setting. Yeah. It's one of those poses, guys, that you could fall out 100 times, and some days you just nail it. Laura, bring the block over towards the step, like off the edge of your baby toe, more. And then tense your fingertips into the block. There you go, or knuckle your hand. So think of your left foot and hip, Maria, like Tadasana. Add in the half bind if you choose to, or just be content. It's okay to be content. The kick goes behind you. Regular half moon, slow, slow. Okay, so visualize the warrior 2 and then lightly step back. Lightly step back, yes. You made it. Flip the palm reverse, side body offering and opening. And then hand to the instep of the foot to a block is recommended. Right arm extends up. Or wrap it behind you for a half bind. Yeah. Lean back, guys. So use the back of your left tricep against the inside of the left arm, inside of the left leg, excuse me, and make a connection. And then turn your ribs and look up if you can. Irma, turn your right toes towards, yes, in a little. Just close your eyes. Yeah. Breathe. 3 more breaths. Warrior 2, pull it up. Take it to the floor through a vinyasa, plank through a push-up, upward facing pulls you through. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look where you want to go, step, float, top of mat. Long spine, weight is forward, exhale, fold. Sit heavy in your heels for chair. Ugh. Hands to prayer. Inhale, hook and twist or air twist like I'm demonstrating here. You're gonna go to the right, guys. Yeah. Irma, bring your feet closer, honey. Yeah. So the trick is that your hips and your knees are lined up. Specifically, your left knee is not sliding past your right. And everything is very even. So sit even, weight in your heels. Meredith, that looks really good. Yeah, nice job. It's good to get praise sometimes, know you're doing it right. Keep the breath flowing. No angry yoga. Pull around to chair, guys. Chair. Heavy in your legs, chair pose. Wrap up your left leg around your right. Okay? Wrap your left arm underneath your right. Yeah, if you can't find it, just wrap yourself. Stick your butt way back, squeeze tight. Fix your eyes. Think of one straight line of energy. Stay with it. Squeeze the legs super tight, okay? Just unravel your arms. Let's do this. So you're going to press to stand and draw your left knee towards your navel. You're on your right leg and your left leg is drawing in and up to a 90-degree angle. You're going to float your left leg back to a warrior 3. It's nice to have a block in front if your balance is a little shoddy today. You could always just kind of skim your fingertips to this block. You want even with your neutral, with your pelvis, and so nothing is open. Little bend behind the standing right leg. Lift your chest lower higher than everything else. Flex your left toes more. Giant step back crescent lunge. Make it pretty, even though it may be a hot mess. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale, lean out, hook the elbow and twist. Modify if you need. Drop your back knee. Yeah. Lean back a little bit. Nice, Jess. So you want to zip up your back leg like plank. And then lean back and you want to open up your chest and twist open. Grip your right hip in super strong. Zip up that back leg and get in there. More breath, more feeling. Don't shy away from it. Hands to the floor, plank position. Chaturanga push-up, upward facing. Keep it moving. Hips up and back, downward facing. Look where you want to go. Step, float, skip, top of mat. Long spine, weight forward, fold. Chair pose. Slide your hands to prayer. Inhale the breath. Hook and twist. You're going left. Yes, alignment foremost. Weight in your heels. Open it up if you did on the other side or just stay. Stay with it. Heavy in your legs. Chair pose, my friends. Sit a little deeper in chair. The more you sit, the easier it's going to be to wrap your right leg around your left leg and wrap your right arm underneath your left. Good luck. Yes. That's a great suggestion, Maria. I like that. Steer your hips back. Squeeze your arms and your legs tight. Lift your chest up. There's a natural curve in your lower back. If you fall, you try again. That's why I practice next to this door. It stops me. How many times I go right? If I go left, I'm in trouble. Squeeze. Keep the weight in the standing heel. You got this. Keep squeezing your legs. Just unravel your arms. Press to stand on your left leg. The right leg draws in 90-degree angle. Just do this much. Keep the arms active. Float back, warrior three. Any way that you want your arms. Hands can rest on floor blocks. Little bend behind your left leg. Eyes of the shoulders lift higher than everything else. Yes. Little bend of that standing left leg. Giant step back, crescent lunge. Make it smooth. Hands to prayer. So you surprise yourself sometimes. Lean out, hook the elbow and twist. Drop your back knee if you need to modify. Take easy twist if you need to, or don't hook in. Lean back, get in there. Yeah. Activate your back leg, grip your left hip in strong. Stay with it, guys. 3 more. I know you didn't want to hear that. Hands to frame your front foot. Let's do this. All right, this is fun. Pivot down the center, wide straddle. Come to the fingertips, long spine, and fold. Yes. Turn your toes in a little bit. So you can hook the big toes. You can grab onto the sides of the feet. You can grab onto the fronts of the shins. You can walk your hands in between your feet. Make chaturanga-like arms. But breathe your hips way up off your shoulders. Yeah, a little slippery. Don't go into a split. Fold more. Let your head go more. Wow, everyone just went like 10 inches. That was great. Okay, come to your fingertips, long spine. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up. Come the rest of the way up. You're still like me, like you need visual learning. Like I need to see to do anything. Pick up your feet. I know this gets confusing. Everyone's going to pivot and face the back edge of the mat. You're going to face the forest. You're going to face the other direction. Yep. So your right foot is forward and your back left toes are turned on a strong angle. We're setting up for twisting triangle. Step your back foot in significantly. Yes. And walk your right foot over to the right enough that you have hips width distance just between your feet. So walk your right foot more towards Steph. Right hand on hip, left arm extends up big. And then you're going to come halfway down and then steer your hips back. Because I didn't tell you to take your block. If you don't have it, your hand's going to rest on the front of your shin. Left palm to right shin. Right hand to the flat part of your back. You're going to steer your hips back. You got it, Mare. Twisting triangle. Take your hand, Lauren, and rest it on the front of your right shin. Now press with energy so your arm, there you go. Now you just got the pose. The lengthen through the core, the side ribs long, the stack up perfect. Then you can peel your right arm open if you have that range of motion. I have to say everyone's alignment looks very good. Twisting triangle, the beautiful, wonderful pose, opening the hamstrings, the IT band. If you have your hand on the block, you'll bring it with you. If you don't, you're going to cartwheel up to face the front edge of the mat. Just have fun with it. You're going to face the front edge of the mat. Keep cartwheeling all the way forward. I know. Now, Lauren, you're facing me. Pivot, pivot, pivot. Right arm up. Inhale the breath. Come halfway down. Steer the hip back. Right hand to left shin. Back toes, Irma, more forward. You got it. Back toes, Irma. Look at my back right foot. It's completely forward. There you go. Now you're in business. The trick with this pose is that your hand has to press into the front of the shin and your arm has to straighten. Then you can slide your left arm straight up if you have that range of movement. Steer the hips back and twist open. Nice work, ladies. Stay with it. A few more breaths. Plank position, please. Drop to your forearms for forearm plank, karate chop the mat, or interlace the hands. You can always drop your knees if this is too intense. Lengthen your tailbone. Take the round out of your back. Hold. Drive down into the mat. Find some core stability. Fix your eyes on one spot. Stay. One hand at a time, plank. Slow push up if you have it in you. Up dog, smooth transition. Hips up and back, down dog. Guide your right foot forward, drop your back knee on an angle. Take your block, left palm down, right arm back, the way we began. So your right foot is forward, your back leg is on an angle. There's a block underneath that left hand. And then you're gonna reach back and maybe this time you can catch your left foot with your right hand. This is called full pigeon pose. If your knee is grinding into the mat, you back out. Go the other way, Amy. Aha. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a trick. Now, not everyone wants to feel more in this pose, but if you do wanna feel more, bring the block out way in front of you. Of course, Lauren wants to feel more. There you go. She's like me. Perfect. You feel that? Keep the knee down. Breathe. Twist here. Look sideways, look back, but keep steering your body as far forward as you can. Oof, it's a good one. Grip the right hip in. Let the foot go. Let any binds go. Plant the hands. Straighten that back knee up off the ground. You're in a low lunge. Fan your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Okay? Come forward and bring your right knee forward, half pigeon. Yes. Ah. Yeah, this is good. This gets the piriformis. And then fold. Let your head go. If this doesn't feel good, let me know. There's plenty of alternates. Try not to fight the pose. Try to let your body absorb the posture, if that's possible. Laura, try this. Curl your back toes into the mat. Yeah, and steer your left thigh bone down. So tight, I know. There you go. You can always take that skinny block and place it underneath your right tush. Yeah, that's it. And then you can relax your foot. Perfect. You just may need to be more upright. Where do you feel it the most? Yeah, that's my injured area right now. Mine's my piriformis. Down dog. Woohoo! Clear it out with a vinyasa because you're getting a little washy. Up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. Here we go. Left foot forward, back knee drops on an angle. Use your block. Pick a level. Right hand down, left arm peels back. Stay here. Kick the foot up. You may be able to catch your foot in your hand. You may be surprised. Yeah. More intensity. So obviously more intensity obviously is dropping to your forearm, but I actually like bring the block out further. Yes. Amy, bring the block out further. There you go. Because that's going to make you feel along the back side of your body. Perfect. Watch that your left knee, Maria, doesn't wing way, way out. Grip it in. That's it. Look sideways. Breathe your chest open. Hang with it. Oh, let it go. Move the block over, integrate the back right leg. Step to a three-legged down dog. The left leg lifts up and back. And then sweep the left leg forward and through half pigeon pose on the left side. One side is different than the other, always. Yeah. And then fold. Stay with it a little longer. Okay, lean onto the left side, swing your right leg around. Yeah. And then lay down on your forearms like this, palms facing forward. Soften the shoulders down the back. So I'm on my forearms. Yeah. You're going to inhale the breath, lift the legs on an angle that works, but use your core. Don't just lift the legs. Yeah. You're going to bend your feet and let the feet hover. Use your core. So they're hovering the mat. You feel that? Lift the legs on an angle. Press into the forearms. Yep. Bend the legs, let the feet hover. The closer to you, the more you're going to feel. Keep the neck neutral. Keep going, legs up on an angle. Lower and let them hover. Legs lift. Rebend, let them hover. Two more. Lift, drive deep into your belly, not your low back. Rebend, let them hover. One more, press, lift. Lower, let them hover. Good, take the feet flat. Reach for your block, lay down. Lift your hips up and slide into bridge. Clasp the hands, block underneath your low back. Any which way you like to take bridge pose. It's a back bend. Yeah. So lay down first and then slide the block under. Yeah. Steer your feet forward, your inner thighs down and under. And then if you feel like you have opening today, flip the palms, bring the chin to the chest, take a giant breath in and lift up. Steer your feet step forward. Yes, if you're just on a block, you want to lift and elevate the legs, that's great, do that. Wrap your thighs down and under. Lift a little higher from full wheel. Good. Exhale the breath, lower down. If you're on a block, stay. So let's do this, guys. Everybody lift your hips and slide the block underneath your low back. Any direction that works for you. Make sure the block isn't jamming into your butt crack. It's on the sacrum, flat part of your back. Then lift your legs straight up towards the sky. Clasp your hands around the block if you are able to, so you get the back bend. And then close your eyes and hold here about 30 seconds of keeping the legs up. You good, Erica? There you go. It's a restorative pose. If the legs can't straighten, it's okay. It's flushing lactic acid. The higher the block, the more you're going to feel, but sometimes you just feel just enough. Start to bend the legs in half. Take the feet flat down to the ground. Once they get down there, lift the hips enough that you can remove the block out from underneath you, and then lower your hips down and let your feet go wide and your knees knock together. So feet wide, knees together. Drop your knees over to the right. So my right leg's up higher, my left thigh's down on an angle. And if you're able to, take your right foot and place it on top of your left kind of IT band thigh area and press down. Cactus your arms. Let your right foot slide off first. Get the feet firm. Lift the knees. Shimmy your hips a little to the right and then drop the knees over to the left. Right thigh's kind of on an angle. Left foot crosses over. And here we go. Little supine twist, little IT bend opening. Good. Let the foot kind of slide off first and then rock up to center and give your knees an even squeeze in. Even squeeze in. Shavasana, complete rest. If the sun is in your eyes, put something over your face. Take your hat, put it over your face. Just relax. Next minute or two, stillness. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Stretch your arms up over the top of the head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a pretty generous squeeze inward. And then using the strength of your body, rock yourself up and just sit up nice and tall. Hands can rest on the tops of the knees. Hands can come to prayer. You can bow your head for a second. Just feel your energy level. With gratitude always, lift your head, open your eyes. Namaste. Great weather, fantastic class. We'll go again on Friday. Thanks for joining me.